today I'm going to be sharing a super fast and simple recipe that I love making whenever I want to feel healthy. It's really good and always refreshes me, and I'm excited to show you how to make it. So first, what you're going to need is some fresh fruit. I just grabbed a handful of strawberries and a handful of blueberries. Nothing really too complicated. You don't really need to be specific about measurements. It's just based on your preference. And I made sure I washed them thoroughly to make sure there was no dirt or residue. Then I just took out my cutting board and knife and I just started cutting up my strawberries, but you don't need to be cutting up strawberries either. Just cut up any fruit you like. And when you're cutting up your fruit, make sure you're cutting up ripe and ready ones, not ones that look like they're going bad. Just throw those away. I found a few in my container of strawberries. Then you're gonna put all the fruit together. I like to put them aside in a bowl for later. Now we're gonna be making the base of the smoothie bowl. Today I decided to take frozen acai and a variety of mixed fruit. Make sure you get frozen fruit and not just fresh fruit inside the bowl, because if you don't use frozen fruit, then your bowl is not going to have the thick consistency that we love in a smoothie bowl. Now I'm just adding all the ingredients into a blender. I'm not being really too specific about the measurements. Just do it by taste. It's all about your preference. Then I added some milk, more specifically a nut milk. I used hazelnut this time. I don't like to add in too much because I don't want it to overpower the taste of the fruits. I personally like to add nut milk to make the base more creamier, but you can also use juices or just plain old water is fine, but we'll be adding that in the end anyways. Then I like to put in a little bit of protein. I like to put it into my bowl because sometimes I don't get enough protein throughout the day. So if I'm having a bowl, then I don't really have to worry about that. Next, I added in my favorite part of the whole smoothie bowl. I feel like dates just pull it all together. It just makes the smoothie bowl so much sweeter. So I highly recommend putting in dates in your bowl. It is a game changer. Lastly, I just like to add in some water just so it's easier to mix all the ingredients together in the blender. But make sure you don't put in too much liquids or else the bowl is not going to be thick and creamy enough. Now it's time to blend the base of the smoothie bowl, and you're going to just blend until everything turns out to be smooth, thick, and creamy. Next, I poured in the base into another bowl and I smoothed out the top and made it flat so I can get ready to add some toppings. Toppings are my favorite part of the bowl because you can spice up the bowl and make the bowl really different depending on the toppings you put on. Like, you could have the same base, but if you have different toppings on top, it is a totally different type of bowl. So today I use this pecan praline granola from Trader Joe's and I just put it on top of the bowl. I like to put on a lot of granola, as you can see, because I like that little crunch I get whenever I bite into my smoothie bowl. Then you're just gonna take the fruit that you cut up and washed and you're gonna put it on top of the granola. And by the way, you can decorate the bowl however you want. It's honestly, the bowl is just all about your preference, but this is just how I like to make mine. I also love to add in some superfoods such as hemp seeds and chia seeds. There's a lot of benefits that come from these types of seeds. I probably put in like a teaspoon of each. Another superfood I also love adding on are goji berries. Goji berries are just so sweet and satisfying. They taste kind of like gummy bears to me, honestly. It tastes like candy. I love adding goji berries on top of my smoothie bowls because I feel like it gives it a little bit of chewiness and a different type of texture into my bowl. I'm a huge fan of coconut, so of course I added on some coconut chips that I got from Trader Joe's as well. Everything I got came from Trader Joe's, so you can find any of these items from Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. I'm a big Trader Joe's fan. Last but not least, I add on a ton of honey because I feel like honey always makes things 10 million times better, so I put on a lot of honey. And then you're done. That's your smoothie bowl. Thank you so much for watching my recipe on how to make a smoothie bowl.